Starting at power forward, 6'11", number 30, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. And now, a look at the upcoming schedule for the 76ers. On Wednesday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Friday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And that game against the Lakers, it's one that I'm curious about. It'll be the 6th contest on the season for them, and a game that should have a lot of great matchups.
So the Buffalo starting 5. Holmgren is out there with Lewis. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Henderson. And it's McCain in at the 2-guard spot. And for the 76ers, we've got Antetokounmpo. Chris Paul is out there with Lou Dort. Then there's Jalen Duren. And it's Marshall in at the 3 spot. How important, Greg, is it to a team's confidence to start the season strong?
Kevin, I think it means more if you're a young team. If your roster is filled with veterans, you're looking at the bigger picture.
Now here's Lewis to the wing right side. Just 2 to shoot. Here's McCain. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Pass to Duren. Looks for Paul. Gets it to him. Lewis grabs the board. So for Buffalo, their last game, a win against Los Angeles. Henderson looking it over. Lewis kicks to Henderson. Offensive rebound. Valanciunas with the ball. Bangs home the trifecta.
Wow, you know Valanciunas is in the zone when he's taking shots like that. You gotta love the confidence.
Oh, here's Giannis. Traps in the tray.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Lewis. Pass to McCain. Holmgren kicks to Lewis. And Buffalo, another 3.
Oh, nice job there from Holmgren. His guys appreciate when they're open, he gets them the ball.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
I caught up with Coach Nick Nurse. One thing he pointed out in particular was Valanciunas' ability to control the glass. Coach said we block out some nights better against him than others, but we can't play soft against this guy. So they'll have to try and keep a body on him at all times. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. And that's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. And the second free throw, good. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Lewis gets the bucket. Lewis has got 5.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now, here's Duren. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. It's Henderson on the wing. Back to Lewis. Buffalo moving it around. Fires it up. And there's another one for Buffalo.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Checking out some numbers here for Chris Paul. Good season for him last year. He was around 9 points per last year. 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And when they need to add defense, that's who they look to.
It's hard to find defensive spark plugs, but he is one of them. The whole team comes alive on D when he's in the game.
Now here's Paul. Paul with the screen for Dort. No good on the three. Buffalo leading by 6. Here's McCain. And the three off target. Paul outside. He's looking for Duran and finds him. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Inside. Here's Duran. It's good.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
For Buffalo, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Holmgren kicks to Valanciunas. Quoted up for Henderson. Marshall with the steal. Giannis dishes the ball. Valanciunas against Duran. To the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Buffalo has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Pass to McCain. Now Valanciunas. Down low. Here's Lewis. Holmgren wide open. Tries again. That one drops for him. 9 points for the great one.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Paul with the three. Valanciunas grabs the board. Buffalo leading by 6. At the top of the key, Holmgren. A 3-ball. A nice shot by McCain.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Paul, a screen on Holmgren. Shot from 12. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity. And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Buffalo.
Well, so far their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And I also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
And the first one drops. And the 76ers making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. And a change for Buffalo. Jackson, he's checked in for Holmgren. And both free throws good for Lewis. Well, a lot of former NBA players have a hard time, RJ, giving credit to current NBA stars. Why do you think that is?
I think so quickly we don't hold next generation to the same standard as prior generations. I don't get into all of that stuff about who is better and who is greater. I just focus on the growth of the game.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guy. Here's the 2K leaderboard with last season's best free throw shooting teams. The 76ers in second.
Collectively, I mean, they had an amazing year at the free throw line. Sometimes free throw shooting can be contagious, and it seemed like everyone on their team had the hot hand.
Now here's Paul. He has yet to score. Giannis outside. 6 on the shot clock to stop the run. The 76ers again can't hit it.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Pass to Valanciunas. Here's McCain. Off target with his 3.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And Duran slams it in.
One of the best passers of all time. Paul relishes setting the pace and finding his open teammates.
Henderson passes to Valanciunas. Lewis with it from outside the arc. Rebounded by Clarkson. Giannis up top. Sweet move and block. That one goes careening off the glass. And the shot goes in. And Buffalo has possession. They lead by 7. Outside Jackson. Henderson, bounce pass. Lewis down low. Launches it. Another shot. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Clarkson passes to Marshall. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The 76ers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for Philadelphia, Najee Marshall. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Marshall hits them both.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Pass to Lewis. Stolen by Clarkson. And here is Duran. Giannis outside. Another miss by Philadelphia.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
To the middle. Here's Lewis. It's over Clarkson. Lewis gets the bucket. Lewis has got 13.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. And we appreciate the report. Henderson against Paul. To the inside. Antetokounmpo.
Giannis will take on any defender. Nice finish that time.
And it's Henderson with the ball for Buffalo. 7-point differential. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
The coaching staff has been happy with how well they've executed the game plan. They operated as a cohesive unit.
Now, here's Clarkson. Jonas Valanciunas unable to get his shot to go. Giannis sets a screen for Marshall. Hits it from three-point range. Now just a 4-point Buffalo lead.
And no matter who it is, that kind of lead isn't going to get it done.
Here's Lewis. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points.
That's
so
good.
one free throw coming up.
He's
That's
looked
good.
practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
For Buffalo, they've had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And some changes here for the 76ers. Bol, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Dort comes in for Marshall. And Josh Giddey's subbed in for Chris Paul. Buffalo also changing it up. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. And Pippen subbed in for Henderson. The 76ers trail by 7. Duren sets the screen for Giddey. Duren trying to break free. And Giddey gets it to go.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
Dort against Lewis. Shoots over Dort. Lewis gets the bucket. Lewis has got 18 points in the game.
And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
Giddey against Pippen. Giddey kicks to Clarkson. 4 on the shot clock. Pass to Giddey. From the arc. And it's Buffalo with the rebound. Lewis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Now, here's Pippen. Back to Lewis. To the left side wing. A nice shot by McCain. McCain's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for Buffalo. Dort passes to Clarkson. His first shot coming late, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Clever on-ball decision by Clarkson, using the pick to get himself free for that one.
Pippen a screen on Bull. Jackson misses.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Bull kicks to Clarkson. Lets it go with the 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. And now it's only a 5-point Buffalo lead.
A fine shooter from deep. Clarkson has a good feel for when to let it fly.
Who is outside? Spins. Scores off the spin. Lewis has got 20.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Now Clarkson, 11 points for him in that last game against Boston. The 19-foot shot doesn't go that time.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
And it's Buffalo bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They've done a lot of great work from long range. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far, halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at Buffalo's performance here, guys. What have they been doing or not doing?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
They're just out-hustling them on the boards, punishing them for refusing to box them out accordingly.
The 76ers trail by 7. Josh Giddey is out there with Clarkson. Then it's Lou Dort. Then it's Bol Bol. And it's Edwards in at the 5 spot. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Holmgren trying to get open. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Team foul. At the line for the away team, Terrence Shannon. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
And so Clarkson will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Trailing here by 8. They host the Spurs after this one, and that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Now, here's George. 11 points for him in that last game against the Celtics in Boston.
And he didn't just create offense for himself now. He did a tremendous job of setting up his teammates as well.
And Buffalo has possession. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. They get it back. Holmgren.
I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. Cole setting the pick for Clarkson. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Jackson.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
With the floater. In deep. Pippen drops it in. And it's a 10-point Buffalo lead.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
Here's Giddey. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
And how about the body control? Giddey refusing to let the defense alter that shot.
Jackson a screen on Giddey. Bounce pass Pippen. Here's Shannon. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. And Buffalo leads by 10.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And here's Clarkson. He has 5. From past the arc. Jaquez with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pippen with the wide open look. Knocks down the 3 ball. Pippen's got the lead up to 13 now for Buffalo.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Pippen against Giddey. Pass to Potter. Giddey with it. 6 points for him. 5 to shoot. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Giddey's got 9 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And while we've got this moment here now, let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. The 76ers 3rd.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively. And boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
And he makes the first. Edwards, he's checked in for the 76ers. Kevin Huerter comes in for George. And a change for Buffalo. Robinson's checked in. So he gets them both. The 76ers trail by 12. And it's Edwards, top of the key. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first.
It's his first trip to the line.
First team foul. At the line for 2. Kessler, Edwards.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. Buffalo leading by 11. And Buffalo calls their first time out of the game.
A moment now to see the stats for Jordan Clarkson, how he did last season. Averaged 17 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, not playing outside himself, but finding lots of chances to do his thing and affect the game.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Pippen a screen on Clarkson. Here's Shannon. Off target from outside. The 76ers trail by 11. Bull the pass to Giddey. Edwards a screen on Pippen. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's his second foul here pretty early in this one. He's got to be careful for the rest of this half.
For Buffalo, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Outside Robinson. Knocked loose. 7-foot shot. Pippen with the bucket. Pippen's got 7 points for the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
It's Giddey with the drive. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Some changes for Philadelphia. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Edwards. And it's Marshall in for Kevin Huerter. Valanciunas is checked in for Buffalo. Lewis comes in for Jackson.
And that's a spot of the floor Giddey wants to improve. It certainly puts in the work there to get better.
Pass to Valanciunas. Valanciunas sets a screen for Lewis. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Yep, it goes. And the Buffalo lead is cut down now to just 5 in the bucket from Antetokounmpo. For Buffalo, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Now, here's Lewis. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Lewis covering. Giannis kicks to Giddey. Giannis' screen on Pippen. Here's Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
The thing they have to watch for is mental fatigue. They have to stay focused and finish the job.
And Bull sends it back. Giddey against Hackett. Clarkson for 3. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds in this game. Pippen kicks to Lewis. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. And it's now 23 points for the Great One.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Here's Giddey. And that's on a bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Philadelphia.
Your 76er, number 31, Kevin Huerter.
Giddey the pass to Marshall. Out to Clarkson. With some arc. And it's Buffalo with the rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And this is the first season matchup for them against this 76ers team. Poke loose. Giddey with it. He's picked up by Pippen. Here's Shannon. Pass to Pippen. The 11-footer. That's tipped. Fast break, Philadelphia. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The 76ers have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Some changes for Philadelphia. Jalen Duren comes in for Kevin Huerter. And Chris Paul's subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Buffalo leading by 4. Time called here. Buffalo decides to talk it over.
Checking out the numbers for Antetokounmpo. Coming off a terrific season. 6th in rebounding, and he was such a reliable option offensively, finishing in the top 10 in field goal percentage.
And seeing what he did last year, just blowing up the defensive schemes designed to keep him under control, man. As you said, second best scorer in the league. It was a beautiful thing to watch. Giannis against Lewis. Pass to Hawkins. Got it. Good job in the low post. And Buffalo leads by 6.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
Philadelphia moving the ball around. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Lewis covering. And it's blocked by Lewis.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Pass to Valanciunas. Here's McCain. And the 3 ball is good. And now a 9-point Buffalo lead.
And really, as the 3-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Giddey kicks to Marshall. A 3. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Philadelphia has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. Pass to Duren. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. Well, let's take a look at last year's top scorers. Second, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
Dort, he's checked in for Paul. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Buffalo. Lewis passes to Valanciunas. Here's McCain, defended by Dort. Here's Lewis. Up and in on the layup. Lewis has got 5 points now this quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Dort kicks to Marshall. Dort a screen on Lewis. And here's Marshall from the arc. And it's Buffalo with the rebound. Buffalo with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Here's Henderson. And then Henderson with the dunk.
A little like Donovan Mitchell there. Henderson makes some really tough shots in traffic.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
Attention, everybody out there. Now coming on the court, your Sixers DNT. Let me hear you make noise. On the court is your Maestro. Get loud and let him hear it. All right, everybody, the
76ers making a switch here. Hall's checked in.
Number 1, Chris Paul.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. It's a 13-point game. Count that one for George.
Very good inside. Dort's got great upper body strength.
Buffalo has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Henderson against Paul. Henderson passes to Lewis. Buries the long-range jumper. Lewis has got the lead up to 14 now for Buffalo.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge play.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Now, here's Holmgren. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Lewis misses.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Here's Giannis. He's got 8. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fade away. And Duran slams it in.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Here's McCain. 9 points in the game so far. Holmgren gets the bucket.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Now here's Paul. Outside, out of the Kumbo. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 4 assists in the game. Well, it was the 76ers, their last game, a loss to Boston.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Yeah, if you allow a team to shoot such a high percentage in their own building, you're going to have a big hill to climb.
Now here's Paul. 14 points from him the last game against Boston. Duran sets the screen for Antetokounmpo. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Paul with the 3, and it's Buffalo with the rebound. Holmgren's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Lewis outside. The shot, no good. And so we conclude the first half. It's Buffalo. They're up by 11. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Jonas, you guys got off to a strong start. How important was it to set the tone early?
You know, we came out with a different energy. We said it's enough to struggle from the start. You know, we got to focus and play good starts.
That is where it all starts. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Thanks for being with us, and let's get straight into it with the Players of the Week. And teams play an average of what? 3 games in a week? So 3 good games in a row, all you really need. Doesn't sound too hard, does it, Shaq?
It's not. Wow. Well, congratulations anyways to our Players of the Week.
Yes, congratulations, and well done. And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for Buffalo.
Offensive rebounding is like an ATM, cashing in extra chances to score. Trust me, that's a fun way to play.
I do. Trust a guy with over 4,000 offensive rebounds. Also, the guards love the extra kickouts from the paint.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from the Great One.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
But I don't think that that's the most important thing to him. Sure, putting up big numbers doesn't hurt, but he's all about getting the win over everything else.
And it's Paul with the ball for the 76ers. They trail by 11. On the court for Buffalo, we've got Scoot Henderson. Holmgren is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Lewis. And it's McCain in at the shooting guard. They set the pick. From deep, Antetokounmpo. Valanciunas grabs the board. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds in the game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
McCain, he gets that one. McCain's got 11 points.
And that's exactly what you want to start the second half. Smart play call.
I agree with this. Try to jump on him, dictate the tempo, and seize the moment.
Now, here's George. Pass to Duran. Lewis grabs the board.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And when you take a look at Jalen Duren, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
Here's Marshall. Buffalo making their last shot. Latrey. And it's Buffalo with the rebound. Valanciunas has got 7 rebounds in the game.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Holmgren with a screen on Paul. Pass to Holmgren. Over onto the Kumbo. Kept alive. Here's Valanciunas. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And with how he can operate on the block and shoot it, Valanciunas is a tough matchup for most centers.
Valanciunas taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
The first one falls.
And a bruising, fundamentally sound big man. Valanciunas is a throwback. More importantly, he's willing to play whatever role is asked of him.
Valanciunas hits them both. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Giannis passes to Duren. Dort kicks to Paul. Off target from 3-point range.
An ominous start to the second half. They are now 0 for 4.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
High motor type of player. Henderson fighting tooth and nail down low.
For Buffalo, they've shot the ball well from the free throw line. 8 of 9.
Taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
And that one falls for Henderson. Both free throws good from Henderson. The 76ers trail by 19. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And there's the call on Chet Holmgren. That'll be his second foul of the game. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Pass to Duren. Now here's Marshall. Duren sets the screen for Marshall. Just 5 to shoot. They need this.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor. They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Pass to Henderson. Lewis with it. And it's out of bounds. Buffalo able to retain possession here.
Away team ball.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Clock at 2.
Great read from Dort there. An intelligent player who hustles on defense and distracts shooters.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
I mean, he's just making the D look foolish. I mean, that was one heck of a move to get himself the space he needed to operate.
And how about the slam to finish it off? Not too shabby either. Stolen by Dort. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Duren against Valanciunas. Clock at 4. Fires at the elbow. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Paul's got his second bucket of the night.
What confidence from the accomplished veteran. Paul doesn't need much space to shoot from the mid-range.
Pass to McCain. Jump shot is good. McCain's got 13.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. The NBA has split its draft into 2 days. The league's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, says rosters have expanded and you're seeing a larger influx in talent, a lot of times from the second round. This format will do justice to those slept-on players. Kevin?
Good stuff, DA. Some Hall of Famers from that second round, for sure. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Buffalo.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And on top of that, they've really been dialed in from deep, just dropping triple after triple.
First free throw is good.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Good on both. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the 76ers. 19-point game. Now Duren. He has 6. Pass to Marshall. 5 on the clock. Here's Dort. Hands it from downtown. Dort's got 5 now.
And the three-point shot wasn't always there for Dort, but he's put in a ton of work on it, and it shows.
Here's McCain. Defended by Dort. It's stolen by Duren. Henderson against Paul. Pass to Dort. Down low. Kicks it out to Paul. 4 on the clock. Misses the 3. Buffalo leading by 16. Here's Henderson. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And that's a good example of Henderson's strength and determination.
This is his third free throw attempt of the game.
Shooting for the away team, Henderson. At the line for one.
One shot.
Philadelphia's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Duran sets the screen for Antetokounmpo. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Excellent use of size there by Valanciunas, reaching out and just swatting that shot away.
Lewis a screen on Paul. Back to Lewis. Marshall with the steal. Outside, Dort. Pass to Marshall. Kicks it out to Paul. Marshall sets a screen for Paul. 6 to shoot. Takes the 3. And it's Buffalo with the rebound.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Back to Lewis. Sinks the three-pointer. Lewis has got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And Duran slams it in.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Henderson outside. Pass to McCain. Holmgren with it for the 3. That shot misses. Paul outside. And here's Giannis. Giannis sets a screen for Dort. Puts up a 3. Sinks the triple. Dort's got his third basket of the night.
Obviously, Dort wants to be a dependable option offensively, and he's put in the work to make that happen.
Now, here's Holmgren. Up top, Valanciunas. Shoots over Duran. Back to Holmgren. And Lewis has it in the corner. Pass to Valanciunas. Now Henderson. From downtown. Offensive rebound. Lewis. Tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Giannis passes to Dort. Now here's Marshall. Henderson defending. Lewis against Paul. The jump hook. He takes it up and lays it in. And that's now 37 points for the Great One.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Here they come. Nice round of applause for your 76ers
The 76ers will go for a different look here. Bol, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Kevin Huerter comes in for Najee Marshall. Clarkson, he's checked in for Dort. And Josh Giddey's subbed in for Paul. Buffalo also changing it up. Robinson's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Jackson comes in for Holmgren. And Pippen subbed in for Scoot Henderson. Huerter passes to Clarkson. Duran sets the screen for Clarkson. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor, not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Jaime Jaquez, he's checked in for Lewis. Here's McCain. He's got 13. Over in the corner, Jaquez. Shot clock at 5. Pippen misses. The 76ers trail by 19. Pass to Giddey. Here's Herter. Out to the right wing. Bull finds Herter. Goes to the reverse layup and pops it in.
That's as good as it gets right there. Beautiful reverse layup in traffic.
Robinson sets a screen for Pippen. Outside Jackson. And it's off from three-point range. The 76ers shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Back to Herter. He can't hit that time. Great defense that time from Jaquez. Outside Pippen. Pass to McCain. Over in the corner, Jaquez. Here's McCain. He's covered by Clarkson. A nice shot by McCain. We've got 1:23 left to play in the third. And here is Giddey. 15 points in the game. Herter kicks to Giddey. Duran with the screen on Pippen. Here's Giddey. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Giddey's got 17.
And this is why many are excited about Giddey's future, showing how dangerous he can be on offense.
Pass to McCain. Now here's Jackson. Robinson sets a screen for Pippen. It's good from long range. He's got 10.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Drains the three-pointer.
You had to know that was coming. You just don't drain one on Herter's team without him coming for revenge.
Here's McCain. That falls nicely on the feed that time from Pippen.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Clarkson for 3. Not going to go that time. And it's Buffalo taking a 19-point lead into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Here's Pippen. Bull out there with Edwards. Then it's Josh Giddey. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Herter in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. The 76ers trail by 19. Giddey the pass to Edwards. Pass to Herter. And here is Giddey. And Pippen pulls it down.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Jackson a screen on Giddey. Pippen feeling it out a bit. Clock at 6. Robinson a screen on Giddey. Pippen, no luck. The 76ers shooting 43% for the game. Outside Edwards. Pass to Herter. And he makes that one. Herter's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the 76ers. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for Buffalo. 22 is their biggest lead. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
His first personal foul. First team foul.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. The three. Shot's good by Shannon.
See, he had time to line it up, and you know what? He's capable.
The 76ers trail by 20. Bole setting the pick for Clarkson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. For Buffalo, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Pass to Shannon. That falls nicely on the feed that time from Pippen. Shannon's got 5 points in the quarter. Shannon's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. Clarkson with the ball. And Jaquez picks him up defensively. And now here's Pippen with the fast break chance.
76ers foul. Josh Giddey.
And it seems each season more things can be subject to video review. Are you a fan of that, Greg?
You know, I'm a fan of keeping the game moving. Now, I'm not sure I'd get rid of review, but I sure would like the league to find a way to speed them up.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And Philadelphia making a change here. Potter's checked in. Good on the second free throw. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Clarkson kicks to Giddey. Just 5 on the clock. There's the pick to the middle. Potter, the pass to Herter. Shoots over Jaquez. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
And Herter knows he has the green light to take these shots, which is why he fires away.
Here's Pippen. Pass to Shannon. Stolen by Clarkson. Driving the lane. Here's Herter. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You have to appreciate Kevin Herter's mindset on the floor. He always ready to put up a shot or help his team wherever he can.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. When you compare, Richard, the NBA to the other major sports leagues, you have to be proud of the way things are run.
The NBA is a global league that focuses on global expansion, more so than any other major sport in the United States. And when it comes to the players, there isn't a league that treats their players better.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Buffalo leading by 20. Here's Lewis. Drives to the hoop.
And he's doing it all himself, shouldering the offensive load in effortless fashion right now.
From the stripe, Antetokounmpo, no good.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
Giddey against Lewis. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Josh Giddey.
Third team foul. At the line for the away team, Lewis. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The The free throw drops for Lewis. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. And nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity. Always a plus.
Buffalo leading by 22. Lewis with it. And he jams it with authority.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
For Buffalo, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Good on the three-point shot.
The defense has just been unable to slow him down. Wow, what a game.
Dunks it down.
Contact just doesn't matter against Giannis. Once he's inside, he is not to be stopped.
Lewis passes to Shannon. Pippen a screen. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Giddey. Giddey's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Antetokounmpo finds Herter. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Pippen. Giddey, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here is Robinson. Fires for 3. Shot's good by Shannon.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
I think when you've got it going from three-point range, you've got to keep it going. It's a good way to kind of pile up the points quickly.
Here's Lewis, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Lewis has got 48.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Clarkson surveying the floor. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
Pippen can't hit.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Here's Giddey. Robinson with the block. Lewis on the way, covered by Giannis. Pass to Pippen. 3-pointer. Rebound by the 76ers. Antetokounmpo's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. The offensive rebound. Clarkson for 3. That one, no good.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
And here is Lewis. Bowl covering. Fades. Good, he hits again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good. Antetokounmpo's got 10 points here in the second half.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Stolen by Clarkson. Pass to Herter. That one's not going to go. Some solid defense from Robinson. So, Greg, you played the point. In Create a Player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Tim. Probably Small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
Exposing the defense and taking advantage in the paint.
Pippen a screen on Herter.
Philadelphia foul. Kevin Herter. That's his first personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for the away team, Lewis. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Duren, he's checked in for Bull. Najee Marshall comes in for Kevin Herter. Dort, he's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. And it's Paul in for Josh Giddey. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And here are the 76ers now. Pass to Duren. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Back when you played, Greg, the offseason was more of a dead period for the league. Not anymore. They want to make it year-round. Every month, something's going on.
Kevin, I love Vegas Summer League. It's given us some extra hoops. It's created a ton of excitement for the future. And also the trades and signings. The NBA is a 12-month-a-year league.
He's off on the first. Buffalo making a switch here. Reeves is checked in. And he sinks the second. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for Buffalo. To the paint. It's all about Kumbo. Pass to Dort. Here's Marshall. Back to Dort. Now Giannis. Defended by Pippen. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
Pippen outside. Back to Lewis. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
And here are the 76ers now. Buffalo making their last shot. There's the lob at Antetokounmpo. Lewis grabs the board. Lewis is... And Buffalo shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. The 10-footer. Dort grabs the miss. Dort's got 4 rebounds in this game. Over in the corner, Paul. Poked away. Stolen by Reeves. 1:36 left in the game. Lewis passes to Jaquez. Shot clock at 6. The 10-footer. Lewis gets the bucket. Lewis has got 54 points.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Buffalo.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for the Great One.
And what effort he had on the boards, displaying some great fight.
Buffalo making their last shot. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth. Pippen against Paul. Pippen outside. Over Paul. And it's Pippen missing. Now here's Paul. And so it's Buffalo winning this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Jonas, you have a lot on you in terms of patrolling the paint. How do you think you're doing?
I feel good. There is a better game, there is a worse game, but, I'm bringing energy every game. I'm fighting, and my job is to take rebounds, set a screens. I'm doing that job.
It's grunt work, but you're good at it. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony and our reporter David Aldridge and the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. And now our player of the game, the great one.